Hello, I welcome you once again. In this video, I want us to look at something really very powerful and really important. Some people have lost their loved ones. There are some people, their wives, their sisters, their beloved ones, and they want to ask them some few questions because most of them they don't understand the reason why that kind of their relative lose their life. Let's assume my sister died. I don't know why my sister died. I want to know whether it's someone who killed her or it's a natural death. In this video, I want to teach you some practical ways or some things that you can do to ask that person, that your loved one, the person who is dead that you want to speak to. In this video, I want to help you, guide you how you can communicate with that person. The person will give you answer. After that, then you know what to do. So if you are such a person that you want to communicate with your disease or someone who is dead, then this video is for you. Remember to subscribe and share this video to anyone that you know. So the first point is, if you are such a person that your sister, your family, your member, someone that you know, or just a friend is dead, and you want to speak to the person, or you want to ask the person some few questions, this is what you need to do. If you have a stuffing chair in your room, a stuffing chair that you normally sit, or the chair that you normally sit in your room, yeah, if you have that chair, remove everything from the chair, place it at a very silent and a quiet place. Then bring the person picture, put the person picture into the stuffing chair. When you do that, then kneel down or stand in front of the chair. This is what you're going to do. Set a candle, a candle, a candle, any color you can buy. You can use, preferably you can use white color. So when you light the candle around the chair, then you stand or you kneel before the chair whilst the picture is in the chair. Then this is what you're going to do. You are going to shout, call the person's name. Let me tell you something. This is something serious that we don't joke with it. You have to shout, call the person's name, shout and call the person's name, shout and call the person's name, then begin to ask whatever you want to ask or say whatever you want to say. I'm telling you the fact that when you shout, wherever the person is, it will drop the person's attention. Especially maybe the person that just 1 year ago, 6 months ago, 3 months ago. I'm telling you the fact, wherever the person is, then the person will hear that you are calling him or her. So it will drop their attention and they will come to listen to what you were trying to say or what we wanted to ask. And after this video, I will tell you how you were able to give them the answer, or maybe through this, as we are going on, I will help you to understand everything. So you just take your time with me. Don't rush. Take your time with me. So you shout the person's name, ask the question, leave the candle there, and sleep. Another point is that you want to communicate with the person. The person is dead. You want to ask the person whether it's someone who killed her or is someone is a natural death, or maybe the person left a gold somewhere. You want to ask the person some question. The person left maybe the person is using a phone, mobile phone. There's money on the phone, password. You want to ask anything, any question at all. So this is what you're going to do. You write a letter. When you write the letter, write whatever you have to say on a paper. When you write whatever you have to say on a paper, then you place it. They need a quiet place. You place it at one corner, a very quiet place. You light the candle, you place the picture beside it. Call the person's name. Call the person's name. Call the person's name. Call the person's name. Say whatever you have to say. Leave the letter over there. Leave the letter over there. And I'm telling you the fact that the person will come and read the letter. So when the persons come and read the letter, the first point that I told you and the second point that I'm telling you, this is how you're going to receive your reply. Through a dream. They are going to tell you through a dream. Through a dream. Another point, body sensation. Let me add another point for you so that I will go to how you can receive their reply. Another point is that some people also use mirror. Mirror. Yeah, so if you have a very cute, nice mirror, you place it before you, add the person picture, then sit down quietly. When you sit down quietly, begin to imagine the person picture. Imagine the person face. Begin to imagine the person's face or the person's picture in your face. Then be seated down quietly. Call the person's name. Call the person's name. Maybe the person is Victoria. Victoria, I'm calling you. I want to speak with you. I want to ask you some questions. Where are you, Victoria? Call the person's name. I want you to come right now. Be calling the person's name. Be calling the person's name. This thing that you are doing, you must do it in a quiet and a silent place in your room. So if you are such a person that you are bold that you can do this one, you need to off the light. Off the light. And this is how, this thing that I'm telling you, this is how you're going to experience when the person comes close to you or the person enter the place where you are. This is how you are going to see. If the light is on, you see that the light will begin to blink. The light will begin to blink. And sometimes if the person comes around to, this is how you're going to see it. That particular moment, you begin to feel the place is very cold. Begin to feel very cold, or you feel some small some slow air wind blowing around that particular time, or even the candle that you have light over there, the candle can turn off. This will tell you that the person has come around. So for that matter, you don't need to run or you don't need to be afraid. So this thing that I'm telling you takes for people who are very bold to do it. So when the person comes around, let's assume you have written the letter, or maybe you are in front of the first procedure that I told you, the empty chair. You are sitting in front of the empty chair. Then you begin to ask the question. When you ask the question, this is how you're going to receive the reply. First of all, you can ask if the person, you feel this kind of emotions around you. You feel this kind of emotions around you, it tells you that the person has come around. So this is how you're going to receive your reply. Ask the person to tap your shoulder. Let's assume you want to ask, Victoria, are you here? Or Victoria, I want to know, is it someone who killed you? If someone who killed you, then tap on my right shoulder. Let me know if it's a natural death or it's a normal death for you. It's nobody killed you, but it's a natural death. Tap on my left shoulder. Let me tell you something. Because the person is a ghost and the person is not a human being having a flesh, the touch or the feelings or how the person will touch you will not be normal like the way a normal human being will touch you. So you have to be steady with your senses. So as you are sitting down quietly, you feel like something is touching your shoulder. You feel that something is touching your shoulder. Or even that particular moment, if you have opened one of your gates, or if your window, don't open the window door, but that particular moment, something can fall down quite away. A sudden, all of it, maybe you have placed something somewhere somewhere on your certain is, I don't know how to explain it. Something can just fall down just like that. These are also most of the signs for you to know that the person is around. So you tell the person to touch your shoulder. Okay, so let's assume that you are using the mirror. For the mirror, as you are sitting down quietly and you have mentioned the person name continuously, and asking your questions, then begin to open. So make sure that the light is on. But if that person comes around and that person doesn't prefer the light will turn off. So when the light turns off, don't be afraid, don't worry. So the candle is there already to help you to see well, so to help you to see. So be open your eyes slightly. Don't be opening it widely just like this. Be opening it slightly and be focusing in the mirror. You see the person in the mirror. Yes, you see the person in the mirror. Or either than that, you can just close your eyes and begin to imagine the person on your face. Begin to imagine the person and ask that, don't open your so that particular time when the person comes around, you feel like someone is standing behind you. You feel your back will feel heavy, like someone is behind you. These are most of the sensation and the senses or emotions that you will feel that the person has come around. So don't be afraid. Then be bold and ask your questions. Ask your questions. Ask your question. Tell the person, um, I want to ask you the question. For you to know yes or no, touch my shoulder, my left shoulder. So you're going to use one shoulder for yes, another shoulder for no. So know how to communicate. So after that, then it is done. So another point, this is how you're going to receive your reply. So another point is that through your dream, you are going to see the person. If that particular moment you didn't get any feelings, any emotions, any reply, or any touch, don't worry. The person can come through your dream to speak with you through your dream. If you have a little child, in the olden days, let me tell you this secret. In the olden days, some people when they conjure or when they call someone who is dead, this is what happened. They call it through a virgin girl, someone who has never slept with a lady before, a man before. So when you call the person, so that's what they normally do. Even when you read the Bible said that Saul, when Samuel died, Saul wanted to ask some questions about Saul. He wanted to ask Samuel some questions. So he went to someone to call Samuel's soul for him. So Samuel's soul appeared. So that thing even happened in the Bible. So don't tell me this is something bad or something that if you do, you are going to hell. So in the olden days, what this one most of their forefathers they normally do, they will get a virgin girl, they lock them inside the girl. The person who want to communicate with the disease or the person who is dead will be in the room with the virgin girl. So they will do whatever they're supposed to do. So the person's spirit will enter the girl. So for that matter, most of the time they use rope to tie their waist, so that because most of the ghosts they are very stubborn. When they are leaving, they can take the person's soul away, so the person will die. So normally they tie the rope with the person's waist, so that after speaking with the or maybe if you get to a point in time they are not hearing anything from them, then they pull the rope to pull them out. Either than that, the ghost will take the person away. So that's what they normally do. That one too is also different. So if you have a child, be steady. After this communication with the person who is dead, it will get to a point in time that they can appear in your child dream. So if your child can speak, most of the times be asking your child the kind of dream that your child has been having. Okay. Another point is that we have a special board that has been designed to communicate with people who are dead. That board is called Oja board. Oja board. But don't forget, my book is there. If in case you need it, you can chat me. That's my number on the screen. You can chat it. The anti-heal book. In case you need some, you can chat me and I'll communicate with you and send it to you wherever you are. So another board that they use to communicate with the people who are dead is called Oja board. As you can see, I don't know how to pronounce. People call it Oja board or Oja board or whatever I call it. This board is purposely made to communicate with people who are dead. So this is how we're going to do. You see that that I don't know how to call it. That rotating bar in the middle. You see that there is no somewhere and there is yes also somewhere. Yes. So this is how you're going to do. After when you're talking to the person who is dead, ask the person to rotate the thing, the handle, whether to yes or no. So that will base on whatever you are trying to ask. Yeah, that's the fact. That will base. Let me tell you something. Another point is that, do you even know that the person, that your beloved one who is dead, you can feed them, you can give them food to eat? Oh yes. Let me tell you something. If those traditionalists, those people who have gods, if they can give their gods food to eat, then it means that your relative who is there, you can give them food to eat. They mash down the yam that and egg that they used to give to their gods. They think, and the gods tells them that they are eating the food. That's the same way that your relative, you can give them food. So if the gods, those traditionalists, they can feed their gods, the gods are spirits. If they can feed them, then it means that that's your relative who is dead. You can also feed that your relative. You can give them food to eat. So what you need to do is the food that they really like. The time that the person was alive, the food that you know that the person really likes, prepare that food, set a table, and call the person. leave the food over there with water, nice, serve it very well, and call the person to come and eat. And I'm telling you the fact they will come and eat. So from then, you begin to see the person in your dream. You begin to see the person in your dream. So through that, then you'll be doing the practice that I've told you. Then you begin to have some reply from the person. So another point is that this is how another way that you can receive reply from them. You begin to it get to a point in time that you begin to meet strange people. They'll be begging money from you. Even when you read Hebrews chapter number 13, Bible says that we have been doing good to some people, they are angels, but we don't know. There are some people, I don't know what is wrong with you. The people will beg you money, you try not to give them because you think they will use juju on you and all that. Okay, I don't, no problem. But if you practice, if you do this practice, it goes to a point in time that sometimes you can go to the town, or when you are there, you can meet people that you don't know them anywhere. That person will beg you money, will ask money from you, or food or water. Try and give it to that person, because that particular moment, that your relative can come to you any moment, anytime that you are not even aware. Yeah, so if you want to speak to your relative, please, these are the practice way that you can speak to your relative. And I'm telling you the fact that even the God that we are serving, the God, we cannot see the God, the Holy Spirit that we are serving, we cannot see the Holy Spirit. But whenever we speak, the Holy Spirit can hear us, God can hear us. That's the same way that your dead relative can hear your voice whenever you speak, just by calling him or her and doing whatever I've told you to do, using the Oja board, using the letter, using an empty chair, using a mirror, using a virgin girl, and even you yourself, as you are talking, you are asking that your relative questions. In your own dream, you begin to see the person in your dream, and even sometimes, as you are communicating with the person with a picture, or I've told you I don't want to go back. As you are sitting in front of the chair and you're communicating with the person, the sensations and the feelings that you will get and the touches that you will get will tell you that the person is really listening to you. So from then you begin to see the person in your dream, and whatever you ask and whatever you are seeking for, you get a reply. If you don't understand something and you need something from me, you need some more understanding, please, if you want to support whatever I'm doing, that's my WhatsApp number. And don't forget, I have the book. You can contact me for the book. If you want to support me through money for whatever I'm doing, God will richly bless you. That's my WhatsApp number on my phone. Chat me. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you so much. Keep watching my videos for more. See you next time.